Hey guys, welcome to round one. We are playing first, and we have a pretty decent blue-black deck. I will keep this. It does have a Starfish on turn 2, Read the Bones turn 3, Guardian Automaton, and Foundry. I like it quite a bit. We'll need to draw a little bit more action, but the Starfish should be able to get us there. Let's go ahead and start off with a land. Okay. Against another black deck. Screeching Scab, I will save for now. Nope. Sorry, my mouse has been jumping around quite a bit lately. Sometime, I don't know why, I need to get an actual mouse, but hopefully it doesn't do that too much. It just jumped to the Screeching Scab there, and I would rather have the Starfish than the Scab. Alright, green-black deck. My opponent doesn't have a turn 2 play, though. Ooh, I like the Husk here. I think I will play the Husk over the Scab. And we'll pass back. Husk is pretty decent with Guardian Automaton. It means you always have an extra 3 life if you really need it. Shaman. For some reason I was expecting that. Let's go ahead and make sure we scry at the end of the turn. I can always discard the Scab to the Shaman. I'll probably just read the Bones during my next turn. Against green-black, probably lots of elves. I will have the mana to cast this, but it doesn't even actually do anything to him right now. I think I'm going to bottom this card. It has the potential to just not do anything this game, so let's see. Do I read the Bones? Do I play the Centaur? Centaur would be better use of my mana this turn. Do I want to trade Husk for Shaman? I don't think so. I could also play Automaton, attack with Husk, and sack it to the Husk to kill his guy, but then I'm losing more cards. I'm just going to read the Bones here. And I guess it doesn't matter too much what I leave up. I'll grab... Hey, move. I don't ever really need more than one island, I think. So I'm definitely going to bottom this. I think I'm going to bottom both because I imagine I'll be able to get a land. I'll probably draw a land out of these two anyway. Yeah, see, wow, 4 lands in a row. So good call on bottoming those. Debating the Husk this turn. I think, no. Well, I'll attack. I'll trade the Husk for a swamp. Yeah. Otherwise, he attacks me back, and I'm just not doing anything anyway. See what he plays. Sure, he's just going to try to card advantage me out. Yeah, that's fine. I will keep this on top. Here, I will go ahead and play the Return Centaur. I do need to get one more creature in my graveyard. And I think it's just better than playing the Automaton. This also blocks the Dead Bridge without killing it. Or no, it kills it, but I don't lose my guy. Let's see. I guess I just mill myself, right? Well, when this dies, I'm going to get one more creature in the graveyard anyway. I'm going to just mill my opponent. I don't have that many other mill strategies, and Necromantic Summons on an opponent's creature is really not that much different than on myself. Let's see what we hit. Might of the Masses. Ooh, he has that Priest. We lost to that card last... Well, not really. We lost to some. Touch of Moonglove. So he's just got a pretty grindy deck. I'm glad I hit that priest and now I know about it. Also, if I draw necromantic summons, I can get his priest back and get the demon off of it. Am I going to see a night snare? Okay, so he probably just takes Goliath, or he makes me discard 2 cards. So he's playing a lot of discard here, which is okay, but not great. Let's see what he chooses first. If he chooses discard, I'll keep Goliath in my hand and discard these other 2. Okay, he just takes the Goliath. That's fine. Does he attack? No. He could have just made me discard my whole hand, actually, if I blocked. Very nice. Do I have spell mastery? No, I'm 1 off. Okay, so do I play this now? I don't think so, but it would suck if he has another draw spell or another I don't know what words I'm trying to say. I think I want to scry first, see if we're going to mill anything with this Screech and Scab. I don't even know if I play Screech and Scab. Let's just play the Automaton. And I'm going to attack with the Centaur. If he blocks, I'll discard Screech and Scab. Hopefully he doesn't have another discard card after that, because I would like to necromantic summons him. He does not block. I think if he attacks, let's see what he plays first. Shaman for 2. Yeah, so that Eye Blight Massacre, pretty decent. I think I'm gonna block here and discard Screech and Scab. Oh, I must have. Okay, well, that's unfortunate, but there you go. So let's see. If I Fleshbag Marauder, yeah, I missed the scry. I have a couple options. I could play Fleshbag Marauder. I could sack the Starfish to it. Starfish has done quite a bit of work. That leaves him with nothing. It leaves me with a 3/1 and a 2/4. He does still have 2 cards in hand. I would prefer not to play this Necromantic Summons into just a kill spell. So that's what I'm avoiding, but I could get in for 2. Let me see if he just blocks the Centaur. Well, he doesn't block the Centaur. That wouldn't make any sense. So either way, I'm attacking with this Centaur. He just takes it. I could also just Marauder off the Centaur because Starfish is that good. Maybe I do that. I would like to be able to save the Centaur for a Foundry. I could just hold on to it. I could play Necromantic Summons here and get back my guy. Or get back his Priest. But I think the Goliath's going to do damage anyway with Trample, so I'll go ahead and get my guy back now. I don't have Spell Mastery, but a 6/9 is still pretty good. A 6/9 is only slightly worse than an 8/11. And he could have a way to just kill this next turn, but that's fine. Scab Goliath does have the plus that it doesn't die to Cruel Revival. But I didn't see any Unholy Hunger, so I'm assuming there are some other black players at the table with it. Bloodsucker I am not scared of. Make sure we scry. And if it's a land, I'll keep it on top because that lets me sack. Oh, well, we'll keep that on top as well. So if I attack with Goliath, I know he's playing Touch of Moonglove. He could have Titanic Growth, but then he just trades a guy and Titanic Growth for Goliath. Well, no, he would still have to trade both of his guys. 6. Well, no. He would have to double block. I get to choose which one to kill. Also, I could Fleshbag Marauder first, kill off a guy, and then he does that. Or I could play Liliana this turn. If he kills Goliath, Liliana flips. I like that. Let's go and play Liliana first. That way, if one of my creatures dies, I'm going to attack with the Centaur too. You can do whatever he wants with the Centaur. If he just takes 8, that's a thing too. He just takes it. Okay, let's see what he has on his turn. Even Draga's Invocation is not enough to just kill me. Okay, he just ships the game. Let's see. So Eye Blight Massacre is pretty bad against him. So I'm going to go ahead and take that out. Hydrolash could be good. He has a lot of 3-power creatures. Maritime Guard's pretty bad. I didn't see a lot of, any kill spells. I saw a lot of discard, though. So do I have any other draw spells? I could Talent him. And that doesn't seem good. I like probably just the Hydrolash here as another way to draw a card. Given that he has a lot of discard, maybe Negate is... Well, no. Negate still just doesn't seem good for Night Snare or whatever the card is called. And these other black cards don't seem great. Alchemist Vial could be good as a way to just cantrip into another card. I kind of like that over the other Hydrolash. It seems like we're going to be trading a lot. The second Alchemist Vial, I don't think so. So we'll go with this. Scrapskin Drake, I didn't see any real flying threats from him. He did see my Liliana, but he didn't see the Gilt Leaf, which also doesn't hit a lot of his creatures, but it's bound to hit something. So we're going to have to play around his discard spells. He is on the play, but that doesn't mean we get one extra card, which is good against discard. So this hand is fine, but not amazing, since our first creature can't actually block. I'll keep it, though. If he has a very aggressive hand, we're in a little bit of trouble. But Hydrolash is pretty good for that, too. Okay, that was a good draw. That gives me a 2-drop. Does he play anything? No, he does not have a 2-drop himself. Let's go ahead and scab up. Macabre Waltz, it's an awkward card to mill, but I'm glad we got rid of that swamp. I don't really need to draw that. He has a Foundry as well. Okay, we probably Scrapskin Drake here as a way to start dealing damage. If he attacks, I'll block, but if I attack, he probably doesn't block and he just gets in for more damage. So I will go with the Drake. And I will let him take his turn. He might play that discard spell here. Or a 2-drop? Sure, Visionary's fine. Yeah, I'm glad we took out the Massacre. See if he plays a land. Yep, I'll take the trade. I would rather trade on defense and avoid taking 3 damage than have him block or not block and take 3, you know. Okay. And here I will discard the swamp. Okay. He did not have a land, which is awkward for him. No need to show him the foundry. I could read the bones, or I could vial. I'll go for read the bones. Alright. Let's go and load our hand back up. I'll scry the swamp to the bottom. I will keep the fetid imp. And we draw the automaton as well. So next turn we could potentially go fetid imp, keep up hydrolash, something like that. Our opponent missing land drops is bad for him. Let's get foundry down. No, foundry still doesn't matter that much. Vile Ash. Scrap Skin's not blocking, so let's go ahead and attack with it. I could always just discard the Vial to the Deadbridge Shaman, since that would draw me a card anyway. It's pretty much the same deal. Let's go Fetid Imp. Well, do we want to just play Automaton here? I think Automaton's fine. Next turn we can Foundry if nothing else. It is nice that we get to have the option to use our Foundry before our opponent does. Looks like he still hasn't hit that. He does get the Dwynnin Elite, that's pretty good. Or he gets the extra guy off of it at least. Let's see if he attacks. He does. I like just keeping his board as clear as possible, because these elf decks usually win by some mass pump spell. I gain 3 life this way as well. Discard the Vial. Hydrolash does hose his guys as well. That's pretty nice. Swamp I did not need. I'll play Fetid Imp and look to kill one of his guys with Hydrolash and just cantrip into a better card. I would like something that attacks a little better than this Drake. And then if nothing else happens on the following turn, I do have the Foundry available. He did hit his 4th land there. Sure, I'll trade Hydrolash for this. Let's go to blocks first, just to keep his board as clear as possible and draw me a card. Yes, let's go ahead and activate, and let's go ahead and Hydrolash. That way I keep my imp, and basically I'm trading Hydrolash for his elite, which isn't even that bad. Another land. Need to draw something that's not a land here. Oh, Hitchclaw's a little annoying. Shambling Ghoul, not amazing. I need to draw something. A Reef Soul would be good, because it lets me just attack in. Do I attack with both and then take 2 on the kickback so I can get in 1? I don't really think so. I just like leaving Fetid Imp back. Yeah, let's get Shambling Ghoul down. And go ahead. If I don't draw some non-land cards soon, my opponent's going to be able to get back in this game pretty easily, I think. Since Hitchclaw kind of hoses me. I can start attacking if he doesn't do anything here. Let's see, probably another, well, 4-drop. Okay, sure. That really doesn't do anything, so he just uses his mana, I guess. And that's fine. Marauder, okay. If I attack all in, he probably blocks here. Trying to engineer a situation where I can get something good off of this. But he doesn't have great blocks. So I'll see what he wants to do. Probably just takes 3. I'll hold this Fleshbag Marauder for now. I can see it being pretty good. I do have Foundry to use at end of turn. And I still get left with 6 mana, so I can play anything I draw. Okay, Empath is going to get him a card. Probably. He might just have to leave a land on top. He shows me Eyeblight Assassin. That's pretty good. It lets him just kill one of my guys. Since he has Eyeblight Assassin, I like doing this and killing off his Elvish Visionary. It's just one more way to get this Fleshbag to hit something decent. So I'll trade a Thopter for Visionary. Ooh, fancy, fancy. Maybe don't even have to do it. Let's see. Play Liliana. Go to attacks. Attack with the Ghoul, the Drake. He can just block both of these, right? No. If he blocks here, he has to lose a creature to block there. And if he wants to kill, he probably just takes it. I can leave Fetid Imp back if I don't play Fleshbag. Let's see what his blocks look like. Probably just here. Maybe the Elf Warrior on the Ghoul. That's good. So now Fleshbag Marauder gets to eat a guy. Just eats his Llanowar, of course. But I get to flip Liliana now and make him discard. And I have plenty of blockers open. I lose this Thopter. Oh. Duh. Well, I messed up because that creature had to go to the graveyard for Liliana to flip. Which is awkward, because the Thopter doesn't actually go to the graveyard. Let's hope that doesn't come back to bite us, which it might. Let's see, 1, 2, 3. Rock Smaller. I do like that I have Fetid Imp. Bad draw is bad. I like attacking with something here to flip Liliana. What happens if I attack all in right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. He takes minimum 5, goes down to 6, but then he gets to kill things. I don't like that. So let's see. If I attack with the Drake and say the Ghoul, or Fleshbag, right, if one of my creatures dies, I get to flip Liliana and get the zombie token. Let's do this. He gets to eat a guy. He's taking at least 2 here, though. And this can flip Liliana. See if he blocks the Fleshbag here. No, he's going to go for that. Oh, he's going to take 2 off the Drake. That makes sense. Of course, this way I do get to... Well, I could bring back Fleshbag Marauder. No, he's going to change his mind. So he knows if he kills Fleshbag Marauder, I can bring it back with Liliana. This probably wasn't a good attack for me, to be honest. Because he just gets to eat 2 guys. And now, let's look at the graveyard. I'm going to go ahead and plus. I know he doesn't have lands in hand, so we get to make him discard something. Zendikar's Royal. Yeah, that's not going to be great for him here. Then I have Fetid Imp back. If he plays a pump spell, he gets to kill Liliana, though. So those attacks probably weren't that good for us. See, right now, if he attacks Liliana with the Fetid Imp, Liliana's taken 2. I imagine that's what I'm going to see happen. Yeah. His Rock Mauler will still die, though. Okay. That wasn't the worst. Maybe he just follows up with another Mauler, though. But I like that I have Liliana. I can start making him discard. If he's not playing things, he's losing things. He's thinking about what to play here. Am I going to see another Llanowar Empath? Uh-oh, 5-drop. Bloodsucker. We draw Starfish. Would have been nice a while ago, but it's not bad. Now I can leave Scrapskin back to block this Bloodsucker, the zombie to block the Hitch Call, and just have him discard. And then we can start setting up... What else? I could -2 to get back Fetid Imp. I think I just like plussing. Start stripping him of whatever cards are left in his hand. That way his focus... Alright, he discards the Priest because he doesn't have double black. Good news for me. The Priest is actually just bad for him here anyway, because I could probably just stall him out to have the Priest kill him. I do have blocks for his guys. He has the Foundry available now. But 3 cards left in hand. Probably sends the Bloodsucker here. I don't mind trading Scrapskin for that. And if he wants to do something to try and save it, go for it. I do need to draw something to deal this last 7 damage, though. I could scry on upkeep, but I don't love that. Let's see if he plays a creature. I might just scry on my upkeep. If he plays a creature I'm going to probably need to block or something, then, well, yeah, I'll scry on upkeep because I still have this zombie available. And I don't want to draw land. Gilt Leaf Winnower, fantastic. So, well, let's make him discard first. No, because then I have to discard. So let's get this guy out of my hand, kill his Hitch Claw. A non-elf creature. Brutal. Oh, duh. Make him discard. Lily's on up to 7. So I'm not worried about his Foundry anymore. If I attack with the zombie, does he just block? I don't know. Another Dead Bridge. I don't think I like that many. He does have an elf deck going on, but I don't think Dwynen's Elite and the multicolor elf is enough to justify throwing 3 more Dead Bridge in. Maybe it is. I don't know. My opponent's got a decent deck, but he's also playing cards like Bloodsucker and Zendikar's Royal, which usually aren't too decisive. What are we going to see here? Conclave doesn't hit anything. I'm fine with that. Does he actually attack Liliana? One at me, one at Lil. Okay. 2 at Liliana. I'm okay with that. That means he can't block my guy, though. I don't think that was a... I think people forget that this guy has Menace, too. Because the card is ridiculous. I will scry on my upkeep again. Oh, yeah. 4, 5, 6. Yeah, and we just get to win here, actually. Because we get to bounce his Conclave and then attack for 6. Well, good game, sir. Well played. Managed to survive through a bunch of discard by playing a bunch of draw. So Liliana did quite well there. Well, I don't know that she actually did anything except strip my opponent of cards he couldn't play. But I think my opponent played too many bad cards, which kind of made his good cards worse. So like Zendikar's Royal, I don't think he has the deck for that. And then Rabid Bloodsucker, Night Snare, cards like that. Otherwise, still respect my opponent's deck, and we managed to pull out a 2-0 there. Got to play our big bombs, and I will see you guys for round 2. Pretty sweet. All right, bye.